Welcome back, wrestling fans. Tonight, we step into the ring not for a fight, but for a tribute. Over the past few years, we've said goodbye to some true legends, warriors who gave their blood, sweat, and tears to entertain us and leave a legacy that will live forever. Today, we're honoring those icons, remembering their unforgettable matches and the way they shook up the wrestling world. And trust me, you won't want to miss the end, where we've got shocking, heartbreaking news about Roman Reigns that'll hit every fan hard. So lace up and let's honor these legends together. Eddie Guerrero, born on October 9, 1967 in El Paso, Texas, remains one of the most influential and beloved figures in the history of professional wrestling. Hailing from the legendary Guerrero wrestling family, Eddie's career spanned several decades and left an indelible mark on the industry. His exceptional talent, charisma, and unique ability to weave captivating stories inside the squared circle set him apart from his peers, earning him a lasting place in the hearts of wrestling fans worldwide. Guerrero's wrestling journey began in the late 1980s, where he honed his craft in various promotions across the globe. His rise to prominence came through his work in World Championship Wrestling, WCW, and later World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE. Guerrero's wrestling style was an eclectic mix of high-flying maneuvers, technical brilliance, and a deep understanding of psychology, allowing him to connect with audiences on an emotional level. His infamous lie, cheat, and steal persona brought out the perfect combination of humor, craftiness, and villainy, making him one of the most entertaining characters of his era. Guerrero's accolades were numerous, including multiple championship wins. He claimed the coveted WWE Championship, the Intercontinental Championship, and the World Tag Team Championship, among others. His matches were a blend of intense athleticism, creativity, and compelling storytelling, showcasing his versatility and leaving a profound impact on fans and peers alike. Tragically, Eddie Guerrero. His untimely was attributed to acute heart failure, which was related to his previous struggles with substance abuse and a history of health complications. Despite his personal demons, Guerrero's legacy remains one of resilience, skill, and unrelenting passion for his craft. His passing left a void in the wrestling world, but his contributions continue to inspire future generations of performers. Chyna, born Joan Marie Laurier on December 27, 1969, was a trailblazing professional wrestler and actress who revolutionized the wrestling world with her powerful presence and unique persona. She, known for her impressive stature at 5 feet 10 inches and her muscular physique, Chyna earned the nickname the Ninth Wonder of the World. She made her wrestling debut in 1997 with the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, where she broke barriers by competing alongside and defeating male wrestlers, something previously unheard of in the industry. Chyna's achievements in the wrestling world were groundbreaking. She became the first woman to participate in the Royal Rumble match and the first female to win the Intercontinental Championship, a title she held twice. Her dominance in the ring and her impact on the wrestling landscape opened doors for future female athletes in the sport, establishing her as a true trailblazer in professional wrestling. Beyond wrestling, Chyna pursued a career in acting, making appearances in various films and television shows. She also participated in reality television, further showcasing her larger-than-life personality. Despite her success, Chyna faced personal struggles, including a battle with substance abuse, which affected her career and personal life. Chyna from an accidental overdose of prescription drugs, which led to a combination of heart disease and liver damage. Her was a tragic loss to both the wrestling community and her fans worldwide. Chyna's legacy lives on through her revolutionary contributions to wrestling, where she shattered gender norms and paved the way for future generations of female wrestlers, ensuring that her influence endures. Andre the Giant, born André René Roussimoff on May 19, 1946, in the small town of Coulommiers, France, would go on to become one of the most iconic and unforgettable figures in professional wrestling. Standing an astonishing 7 feet 4 inches and weighing around 520 pounds at the peak of his career, André's sheer physical presence was a spectacle in and of itself. His towering stature and immense strength made him a dominant force in the ring, a true giant among men. However, the same condition that contributed to his success in wrestling also led to his tragic downfall. Diagnosed with acromegaly, a disorder caused by an overproduction of growth hormone, André's body continued to grow uncontrollably throughout his life. While this gave him his monstrous size, it also led to numerous health issues, particularly as he aged. André's wrestling journey began in Europe before he made his way to North America, where he joined the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, WWE, which later became WWE. Quickly earning the moniker the Eighth Wonder of the World, he became a beloved figure both inside and outside of the ring. His famous match at WrestleMania 3 in 1987, where Hulk Hogan body-slammed him in front of a sold-out crowd, remains one of the most iconic moments in wrestling history. Despite his intimidating size, André was known for his kind and gentle personality, earning him the affection of fans and fellow wrestlers alike. Sadly, André, due to congestive heart failure, the massive strain his size placed on his heart ultimately led to its failure. His passing left a void in the wrestling world, signaling the end of an era. André's legacy endures, not just through his monumental contributions to wrestling's mainstream success, but also through his endearing personality and the indelible mark he left on popular culture. He remains a symbol of strength, both physical and character-wise, and continues to inspire future generations of wrestlers. Sarah Lee, born on June 7, 1992, in Hope Township, Michigan, was a professional wrestler and television personality, best known for her time with World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE. She gained widespread recognition as a contestant on WWE's reality competition show, Tough Enough, in 2015. Lee's standout qualities, her determination, work ethic, and natural charisma, earned her the top spot in the competition. As a result, she was awarded a WWE contract, marking the beginning of her career in professional wrestling. During her time in WWE, Sarah Lee competed under her real name, showcasing her athletic abilities in various matches and events. She quickly gained a following due to her positive attitude, work ethic, and the connection she forged with fans. Her genuine personality and approachable nature made her a beloved figure in the wrestling community, and her promising career seemed poised for growth. Despite her relatively short time in the spotlight, she proved to be an inspiration to many aspiring wrestlers. Tragically, Sarah Lee's life was cut short when her sudden and unexpected shocked the wrestling world and her loyal fan base. It was later revealed that Sarah Lee died from complications related to a postpartum illness. Her passing left a profound impact on those who knew her, with an outpouring of grief from friends, colleagues, and fans alike. In the months following her, tributes poured in from various wrestlers and personalities, all honoring her spirit and contributions to the wrestling industry. Sarah Lee's legacy lives on, not only through her contributions to WWE, but through the inspiration she provided to others, reminding everyone of the challenges and triumphs that come with pursuing a dream in the competitive world of professional wrestling. Ernie Ladd, affectionately known as the Big Cat, was born on November 28, 1938, in the small town of Rayville, Louisiana. Standing an imposing 6 feet 9 inches and weighing over 300 pounds, Ladd's physical presence was only one part of his captivating persona. Before his wrestling career took off, Ladd was a standout football player. He played college football at Grambling State University under the legendary coach Eddie Robinson, showcasing his immense athleticism and agility, which would later serve him well in the squared circle. Ladd's football career flourished in the American Football League, AFL, where he made a name for himself as a dominant defensive lineman. He played for the San Diego Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs, earning multiple All-Star selections and helping the Chiefs win the AFL championship in 1966. Ladd made the seamless transition to professional wrestling in the late 1960s, where his larger-than-life persona captivated audiences nationwide. As a wrestler, Ladd quickly became one of the top draws in the industry, known for his calculated moves, intimidating presence, and mastery of psychological warfare. Often cast as a villain or heel, Ladd's feuds with wrestling legends such as Bruno Sammartino and Bobo Brazil were legendary. He wasn't afraid to embrace the racial tensions of the time, using his character to address pressing social issues and become a powerful voice for African American wrestlers. Throughout his illustrious career, Ladd won several championships, including the NWA World Tag Team Championship and the Mid-South Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. His contributions to the sport were solidified when he was inducted into the Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame in 2004. Ladd's post-wrestling career saw him transition to commentary, promotion, and even acting, but his legacy in both sports endures. Tragically, Ladd, after a long battle with colon cancer, but his impact on the world of professional wrestling and sports remains immeasurable. Billy Graham, born Eldridge Wayne Coleman on June 7, 1943, was a transformative figure in professional wrestling, widely regarded for his larger-than-life persona and flamboyant style. His innovative approach to wrestling, combining charisma with physicality, made him one of the most influential figures in the sport. Graham's extravagant ring gear, including feathered boas and flashy sunglasses, along with his signature catchphrases and self-promoting style, set him apart and helped shape the persona of future stars, such as Hulk Hogan and Jesse Ventura. Graham began his wrestling career in the mid-1960s, quickly gaining recognition for his muscular physique and magnetic personality. His most notable achievement came in the 1970s when he captured the WWF Heavyweight Championship, holding the title for over a year. This championship reign was a pivotal moment in both his career and the history of wrestling, contributing to the growing popularity of the sport during that era. Beyond wrestling, Graham also made appearances in movies and television, further cementing his place in popular culture. His larger-than-life persona and his significant role in promoting professional wrestling laid the groundwork for the modern era of sports entertainment. In the later years of his life, Graham faced numerous health issues, including complications from diabetes and kidney failure, which severely impacted his health. Despite undergoing multiple surgeries and health treatments, his condition worsened. Billy Graham. His was attributed to complications from long-term health problems, including heart failure and kidney disease, both exacerbated by his previous health struggles. Despite his passing, Billy Graham's legacy endures through his contributions to professional wrestling, inspiring generations of wrestlers and leaving an indelible mark on the industry. Rhonda Singh, better known by her wrestling persona Bertha Faye, was a larger-than-life figure in professional wrestling, celebrated for her unique blend of humor, strength, and personality. Born on August 14, 1964 in Canada, she broke into the wrestling world in the late 1980s, making her mark initially on the independent circuit. Her raw talent and striking presence quickly garnered attention, and in 1995, she made her way to the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, where she would become a memorable part of the women's division. Under the ring name Bertha Faye, Singh stood out among her contemporaries with a character that was both imposing and comedic. At a time when the women's division was filled with more traditional athletic female wrestlers, Bertha Faye's larger-than-life persona, complete with flamboyant attire and playful antics, offered a stark contrast. She quickly became a fan favorite, using her size and strength to dominate opponents in the ring while keeping the audience entertained with her over-the-top antics. Her crowning achievement came in 1995 when she won the WWF Women's Championship, solidifying her place in the company's history. After leaving the WWF, Faye also made appearances in World Championship Wrestling, WCW, where she continued to perform and entertain, never fully shedding the distinct persona she had crafted in the WWF. Sadly, Bertha Faye's promising career was cut short when the cause of her was complications from a heart attack, which was exacerbated by her struggles with obesity. Her untimely passing left a void in the wrestling community, as she had become a beloved and distinctive figure within the industry. Though her time in wrestling was brief, her legacy endures in the memories of fans who recall her humor, her strength, and her contribution to the evolution of women's wrestling. Roman Reigns, born Leotie Joseph Anoa'i on May 25, 1985, is widely regarded as one of the most dominant and influential figures in professional wrestling. A member of the legendary Anoa'i family, which has produced numerous wrestling superstars, Reigns has carved out his own place in WWE, where his legacy continues to grow. However, beyond his in-ring accomplishments and charisma, there is another defining aspect of Roman Reigns' life: his battle with leukemia. This personal struggle has not only shaped his career, but has also transformed him into a symbol of strength and resilience, inspiring millions of fans worldwide. Roman Reigns' journey to WWE began with his impressive athletic background. Before stepping into the squared circle, Reigns was a standout football player, earning a scholarship to Georgia Tech, where he played defensive tackle. After a brief stint with the NFL's Jacksonville Jaguars and the Canadian Football League's Edmonton Eskimos, he transitioned to wrestling, following in the footsteps of his father, Sika Anoa'i, and his cousins, including Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. In 2010, Reigns signed with WWE and, after honing his skills in the developmental territory Florida Championship Wrestling, FCW, made his main roster debut as part of the group known as The Shield in 2012. The trio, consisting of Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose, quickly became one of WWE's most popular factions, and Reigns' imposing physique and fierce presence made him stand out. Throughout his WWE career, Roman Reigns has achieved numerous accolades, including multiple World Heavyweight Championships, Universal Championships, and Tag Team titles. His reigns as the Tribal Chief and head of the table have solidified his position as one of the company's most powerful and influential figures. His matches have been characterized by his dominance, especially in high-profile bouts against top-tier opponents like Brock Lesnar, John Cena, and Edge. Despite his on-screen success, however, his life has not been without challenges. The battle with leukemia. In 2007, Roman Reigns' world was rocked by a diagnosis that would alter the course of his life: leukemia. At the time, he was only 22 years old, with a promising future in both football and wrestling ahead of him. Leukemia, a cancer of the blood and bone marrow, is an aggressive disease that requires extensive treatment, including chemotherapy and, in some cases, a bone marrow transplant. Reigns' diagnosis came at a time when he was just beginning to establish himself as a professional wrestler, and he was forced to step away from his dreams of playing in the NFL. This setback was a devastating blow, but Reigns faced it head-on, with the same resilience that would later define his wrestling career. Reigns underwent treatment for leukemia in 2007, and after a period of recovery, he was declared cancer-free. He resumed his wrestling career and quickly rose through the ranks in WWE, eventually becoming one of the company's top stars. However, in 2018, Reigns faced the unimaginable. His leukemia had returned. He made a heartfelt announcement on live television, revealing to the world that he would once again have to step away from the ring to fight the disease. The news sent shockwaves through the WWE universe as fans, fellow wrestlers, and the broader public rallied behind him. Reigns' vulnerability and openness about his health battle resonated deeply with fans, many of whom were moved by his honesty and strength. In his emotional speech, Reigns explained that his leukemia diagnosis had returned after 11 years in remission, and that he would be taking time off from WWE to undergo chemotherapy and treatment. What followed was an outpouring of support from fans and fellow wrestlers alike, who admired his courage in the face of such a daunting challenge. During his absence from the ring, Roman Reigns remained in the public eye, sharing updates on his health and treatment progress through social media. Fans watched as he persevered through his chemotherapy treatments, always keeping a positive outlook despite the challenges. His vulnerability inspired countless people who were also fighting cancer or dealing with personal struggles. Reigns became not just a wrestling hero, but a symbol of hope and determination. In February 2019, Reigns made a triumphant return to WWE, announcing that he was once again cancer-free. The emotional moment was met with a standing ovation from the WWE Universe, and Reigns was welcomed back as a conquering hero. His return was not just a victory for him, but for all those who had supported him during his battle with leukemia. It was a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming adversity, hope and perseverance can lead to victory. The impact on Roman Reigns' career. Reigns' battle with leukemia has had a profound impact on his career, both personally and professionally. Before his diagnosis in 2018, he was already one of WWE's top stars, but his return after overcoming cancer added a new layer of depth to his character. In many ways, Reigns' fight with leukemia became an integral part of his WWE persona. The Tribal Chief character, which he adopted after his return, is one of the most compelling storylines in WWE history, with Reigns portraying himself as the dominant leader of his family and the most powerful figure in the company. His real-life struggles with leukemia have only amplified the emotional stakes of his character, making his on-screen persona even more relatable and inspiring to fans. The connection between Reigns' real-life battle with leukemia and his WWE character was especially poignant in his feud with his cousin, Jey Uso. The storyline revolved around Reigns' claim to the throne as the head of the table and his desire to have his family submit to his authority. This emotionally charged feud highlighted Reigns' growing sense of power and control, as well as his willingness to do whatever it took to protect his family's legacy. The storyline was heavily influenced by Reigns' personal experiences, and it resonated deeply with fans who admired his resilience in the face of both personal and professional challenges. In addition to his in-ring accomplishments, Roman Reigns has used his platform to raise awareness about leukemia and cancer research. He has become an advocate for cancer awareness, using his story to inspire others who are battling the disease. Reigns has worked with various organizations, including the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, to promote cancer research and support those affected by cancer. His efforts to raise awareness have extended beyond his WWE career, as he continues to use his celebrity status to make a positive impact in the fight against cancer, family support, and personal life. Throughout his battle with leukemia, Roman Reigns has been supported by his family, particularly his wife, Galina Becker, and their 5 children. Reigns' family has played a crucial role in helping him navigate the physical and emotional challenges of his illness. His wife, Galina, has been by his side throughout his health struggles, providing him with the strength and encouragement he needed to stay focused on his recovery. Their children have also been a source of motivation, as Reigns has spoken often about his desire to be there for them and to continue providing for them as their father. The support of his family has been instrumental in Reigns' ability to continue performing at the highest level in WWE. It is clear that his loved ones have been a cornerstone of his resilience, and their unwavering belief in him has helped him overcome the obstacles that leukemia has placed in his path. Reigns often credits his family for keeping him grounded and focused on what truly matters: his health, his career, and his legacy. Beyond his immediate family, Reigns' extended Anoa'i family has also played a significant role in his life and career. The Anoa'i family is one of the most storied wrestling families in history, with members such as The Rock, Roman's father Sika, and his cousins, including the Usos and Tamina. all contributing to the wrestling world's legacy. Roman Reigns has often spoken about the importance of his family in his life, and their support has been vital in his journey both inside and outside the ring. The legacy of Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns' journey is not just one of professional success, but also of personal triumph. His battle with leukemia has shaped his legacy, transforming him from a dominant wrestling champion to a figure of inspiration and hope. Reigns' ability to overcome such a life-threatening illness while maintaining his career and commitment to his family speaks volumes about his character. He has become a role model for millions of people who are dealing with their own challenges, whether it be cancer, health struggles, or other personal battles. In the years since his return, Roman Reigns has cemented himself as one of WWE's most enduring and influential figures. His character, his matches, and his journey have captured the hearts of fans around the world. His strength in the face of adversity has made him a beloved figure, not just in the wrestling world, but in the hearts of people who see him as a beacon of hope and resilience. Roman Reigns' legacy is not just defined by his championship reigns or his dominant presence in the ring, but by the way he has used his platform to inspire others. His willingness to share his struggles with the world has made him a symbol of courage, perseverance, and family values. Roman Reigns is a reminder that even in the darkest moments, there is always the potential for a triumphant return, and that the strength to overcome challenges often comes from within and from the support of those we love. His story continues to inspire and will undoubtedly be remembered as one of the most remarkable in the history of professional wrestling, both for his incredible achievements in the ring and for his bravery in the face of illness. Roman Reigns' legacy is one of strength, resilience, and the power of family and community.